Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, and the New York Knicks just did it again. Not only beating the Celtics, but going up 2-0 in the series in Boston. Look at this play as the Celtics, get the matchup they want versus Mitchell Robinson, and as he drives in, you're going to see rotation. Normally it comes from that weak side corner, and look at this play by Mikal Bridges, back-to-back games, making a nasty impact, getting into the airspace, and blocking this premeditated pass by Jason Tatum, trying to find JB at that mid-range for a wide-open potential game winner. But Mikal Bridges is there to end this ball game, and in this video, I want to show you not only how they won the game, but how they came back. 21-2 run. Unbelievable. The Celtics blow another game, but I can't say blow because I gotta really be honest with you. The Knicks won this fair and square, and they executed when it mattered the most. So guys, before we break down this film, do me a big favor. Hit that like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you want a part 2 to this video, comment down below P2. Let's dive in. Now, most of this comeback came from Mikal Bridges. I mean, he went crazy. Had a pull up mid-range and then had this one as he sprints downhill. Tries to get a mismatch versus the bigger guy here. And watch what he is able to do versus Luke Kornet. Gets that initial screen. Holiday does an unbelievable job staying hip to hip. But look at Mikal. Stop on a dime. Start back up quickly. Reestablish leverage. And then boom. Up and under layup over Luke Kornet. Look at his start-stop ability. Stops right here. Forces a freeze for a split second by Jrue Holiday. And then boom. Starts right back up. And then the finish. Mikal Bridges. This dude was getting roasted all year long about bad shooting mechanics and, maybe not a great fit. What do you got to say now? What do you got to say now about all those Knicks fans or just fans of the NBA saying Mikal Bridges was washed or not a good fit? This dude is helping them win these games. Then tonight in the fourth quarter, in transition, this Knicks team was insanely difficult to guard. Jalen Brunson in the fast break. Look at them. They have the numbers. You have a cutting Josh Hart. You have a, guy in JB, Jalen Brunson bringing the ball up. And then they're just filling the lane extremely well, applying all that pressure, making Derek White and Jaylen Brown really pick and choose. Once he sees Derek White come down off that backside lob or backside cut, Josh Hart's even like, what are we doing? Give me the ball. I'm wide open. But Jalen Brunson says, hey, let's trust the guy who is carrying us through this fourth quarter right now. And Mikal Bridges stops on an absolute dime, pulls up a three, and drains it. Now, just like that, it's a 7-point game. The confidence of Jalen Brunson that he has in his teammates here to see, okay, Josh Hart has a wide open lane to the basket, right? To pass that up and say Mikal Bridges is on an absolute bender right now, let me just give him the ball. Man, Mikal Bridges, he's going to be the death of the Celtics. Now, the hustle that this team showed was, again, unbelievable. We're going to get this high screen here. We're trying to get a switch onto Al Horford quickly and see what Josh Hart does after this screen with Derek White. Now, great screen. We get great separation and a great look here by Mikal Bridges. But what I want to point out about this play right here is, yes, I love that shot off the high pick and roll with Josh Hart, or more of a pick and pop. But look at the effort by Josh Hart. This is why he plays 48 minutes in a game, because look at this. Shots up, and instead of someone, right, getting back on defense, just in case they don't want to get out in transition, right, he just rolls to the basket because he sees Derek White. Instead of boxing out, he goes to, contest that jumper by Mikal as well. So Josh Hart gets up in there, boom, secures the rebound over Jaylen Brown, kicks it back out to Jalen Brunson, who now is wide open for a second chance opportunity, and guess what? He drains it. So not only did the Celtics just purely get out-hustled, they got outplayed. From the starting minutes of this fourth quarter to the very, very end, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG, right, Mitchell Robinson, all these guys who played out-hustled and outworked these boys. And that's really what it comes down to. Now, before we break down the last couple minutes of this game, do me a big favor, hit that like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, and we got you guys covered for every single Knicks game, Knicks win, whatever it may be, throughout the rest of the playoffs. So if you want me to cover more Knicks film, we got you covered. And also, if you want a part 2 to this video, we're going to need enough part 2s, or we can go with 1,000 likes on the video, whatever you guys want to hit. let's do that, and let's kind of dive back into how they ended this game. All right, another great action here by the Knicks, and once again, we're just setting up this high screen. We're going to attack downhill. We want to see how this defense plays. They might rotate over and fight the guy over here. Maybe have a wide open Karl-Anthony Towns potentially because we're stacking up that right side of the floor. But actually what happens here is they know essentially they can't really double team because if you double team, Towns is wide open. So now all we do is play a little bit of swing offense. We're going to swing. We're going to find Mikal. We're going to swing it once again to the corner because we have so much separation there. And as they're closing out, we now add more level of the offense by driving and potentially spraying through the defense, right? So boom, drive by Al Horford. Now we have enough separation where we can either put this thing up or you might be able to fit in a back door or a front door, I guess you could say, lob to the basket with Mikal Bridges or with Mitchell Robinson. But ultimately, Josh Hart just hits a nice little floater. And again, moving the basketball, swinging the basketball, ultimately help this team secure the win tonight. Now, the Celtics had 0 points or 0 field goals, I guess you should say, in 6.5 minutes of this game. If you want me to go in and break down the defensive highlights from this quarter again, let me know in the comment section down below. But right here, they're down by 1, and at this point, I knew the Celtics lost. You cannot blow, or you can't lose that momentum. You're up so much, right? You have a chance to close out this game, and they did not do it. They did not do it at all. Jalen Brunson gets an ISO here against Drew Holiday. Gets that foot into the ground. Fadeaway mid-range. Drains it. I mean, look at Jalen Brunson. Can we just be amazed with how good this dude is? And hey, Nico Harrison, I know you've been roasted for a lot of things. And you know what should have been one of them? It should have been Jalen Brunson. Because how, I don't even know if he was the GM at that point in time. But how do you get rid of a guy like Jalen Brunson, who is a superstar in the NBA, a shot maker in the NBA, and this dude is clutch. And overall, they just kept playing good defense. JB spins in. We attack from both sides, strong and weak. Tough contested layup, no good. Rebound goes to Mikal, and once again, Jalen Brunson, man, I'm telling you. Even defensively, he is a pest. He's getting into your airspace. He's not going to let you bully him. Jalen is a bigger, stronger competitor, at least size-wise, in the NBA. Jalen Brunson does a beautiful job. And again, they just out-hustled. They out-competed. They did everything right in this game. And you gotta, if you like basketball, even if you're a Celtics fan, you got to appreciate the greatness. Because these guys are for real. Just a different breed, a different unit of a team. And, you know, once again, this was a big shot in transition by Jalen Brunson. Sees the mismatch. He's got Al Horford. Drive in on him. Boom. Unbelievable layup. Great finish. Puts him up by 3. And unbelievable, man. So, hit the like button. Subscribe. Join the family. Turn on post notifications. If you want a full breakdown, let me know. And I'll see you guys then, man. Peace.